Today was my first day in Vilcabamba, Ecuador. I came here to practice fruitarian bodybuilding, and so far it seems like I made the right choice. I already wrote and I already made a video about fruitarianism and bodybuilding in Vilcabamba, which I already posted here in my channel, and you can click on that link. I think it will be here to learn more about that. This blog is different though, because I will be sharing more details about my journey to Vilcabamba. This video is different though, because I will be sharing more details about my journey to Vilcabamba and less about my fruitarian diet. So yesterday I woke up at 3 a.m. after getting just a few hours of sleep. I grabbed my ultralight backpack. It's a Porter 46. Maybe you wouldn't consider that ultralight, but it's definitely lighter than any backpack I ever used for traveling abroad. And I also took my Camelback. It's a 13-liter bag with a 3-liter water bag, and I also took a bag full of tangerines and then headed to Denver International Airport. My flight left at 6:30 and it took me about 40 minutes to get to my departure gate. So that's the last time I go to an airport 3 hours ahead for an international flight. After napping on the floor for an hour and eating a dozen tangerines, I boarded my flight to Austin, Texas, and from there I flew to Atlanta, Georgia, and from there I took a 6-hour flight to Quito, Ecuador. My flight landed around 11 p.m. and my next flight to Loja, which is an hour drive from Vilcabamba, was at 5 a.m. So I decided to sleep in the airport for 5 hours or so, and I think it was one of the worst sleep I ever got. The terminal was loud and brighter than the sun. I don't understand why airports use so much energy to light up their space. I find it to be quite wasteful. On my last flight to Loja, I met a very nice lady. Her name was Terry. She offered to give me a ride to Vilcabamba, and she had a taxi already set up to pick her up, so she pretty much gave me a ride. It was really nice. The driver was also very nice, and on our way to Vilcabamba we talked about the weather, crime, ayahuasca ceremonies, and pretty much every possible topic regarding Vilcabamba. After dropping Terry off at her home, the driver took me to a market in town so I could buy a bunch of fruit for my first days here, and from there we headed to the Airbnb home I'm renting. It's a small casita in the northwest side of town. The ride there was quite wild actually. Some recent storms have destroyed much of the roads that flow next to the river, and there are areas so narrow that the taxi almost fell off. We went by so narrow. Luckily we made it through safely, and I finally got to take a nice nap. Probably fell asleep around 11 a.m. but it felt like midnight. Luckily I woke up 2 hours later feeling fully rested and excited to walk outside and greet the sun. After eating some of the best tomatoes I ever had, I headed downhill to the river, which is about 100 yards from my casita, and I spent an hour there stacking and balancing rocks on top of each other, which is one of my favorite pastimes, which I always enjoy. I don't do it very often, perhaps because I don't go around looking for big rocks, but I really like it. Anyhow, as soon as the sky got cloudy, I headed back to here, and I saved myself from getting rained on. Once back, I made myself a fruit salad with tomatoes, cucumbers, and avocado, and then unpacked the rest of my bags. I gotta say, I'm super happy that I brought so few things. Minimalist backpacking is really a true blessing, and I look forward to doing more of it. I feel free and light, and I have everything I need and more. So if you're curious about my trip to Vilcabamba, or if you want to know more about how I'm going about doing this minimalist backpacking, just send me a message and I'll be happy to reply. Have a nice one. Take care. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.